Hello students, I am Miss Seema, your maths teacher. Today I am going to teach you the chapter fraction. Children, this chapter you have already done in your previous classes. Today we will be doing the same chapter but with some more added concepts to it. Let's begin.
Here we begin with the chapter fraction. Key concepts of this lesson are: what is a fraction? A fraction is a number which represents a part of a whole. Here you can see I have taken one example of a fraction in which 3 by 5, where 3 is the numerator and 5 is the denominator. Kinds of fraction. First type of fraction is, we are going to do, that is proper fraction. A fraction whose numerator is less than the denominator is called a proper fraction. Value of a proper fraction is always less than 1. For example, you can see here 3 by 5, 5 by 7, 7 by 9. Here all the numerators are less than the denominator and value of each of the fraction is less than 1. Next is improper fraction. A fraction whose numerator is equal to or greater than the denominator is called an improper fraction. The value of an improper fraction is equal to or greater than 1. Here are some examples you can see: 15 by 7, 24 by 5. Here 15 by 7 and 24 by 5, you can see the numerator is greater than the denominator and its value is greater than 1. One more example you can see: 9 by 9. 9 by 9 means it is equal to 1. So it is also an improper fraction. Next is mixed fraction. A fraction which consists of two parts, a natural number and a proper fraction, is called a mixed fraction. Every mixed fraction can be written as an improper fraction and every improper fraction can be written as a mixed fraction. Here you can see some examples: 2 3 by 4, 7 9 by 11, 4 5 by 7. Here 2, 7 and 4 are the whole number part or the natural number, and 3 by 4, 9 by 11 and 5 by 7 are the proper fraction. Next is like fractions. Two or more fractions having same denominator are called like fractions. Here are some examples: a group of fraction given: 1 by 9, 7 by 9, 2 by 9. Here you can see each fraction is having the denominator as 9. So they all are having the same denominator. So they are called like fractions. Next is unlike fractions. Two or more fractions having different denominator are called unlike fractions. For example, 1 by 3, 1 by 7, 1 by 2. Here you can see the group of fractions given whose each fractions the denominator is different. It is 3, 7, 2. So they are called unlike fractions. Equivalent fraction. What do you mean by equivalent fraction? Two or more fractions are called equivalent fractions if they have same value. Same value means, you can see I have taken one example here: 2 by 5. When 2 by 5, I multiply 2 to the numerator also and 2 to the denominator also, it becomes 4 by 10. Then I multiply 3 to the numerator, 3 to the denominator, it becomes 6 by 15. Then I just try to reduce 4 by 10 and 6 by 15 to its simplest form. It again becomes 2 by 5. It means the value does not change. The value of the fraction remains same. Such type of fractions are called equivalent fraction. Here you see, are these equivalent fractions? There are some questions given. Let's find out whether they are equivalent or not. 4 by 7 into 3, 4 into 3 is equal to 12. 7 into 3 is equal to 21. It means they are not equivalent. This fraction is not equivalent. Next, 3 by 10 equals to 21 by 30 it's given. Now let's check. 3 into, how much is 21? 3 into 7. 10 into 7. 10 into 7 is 70, but it's written 30 there. Means it is not equivalent. Next, 5 by 6 is equal to 40 by 48. 5 into how much? 5 into 8. 6 into 8. So 5 into 8 is equal to 40. 6 into 8 equals to 48. It means it is equivalent. Correct. Next, 6 by 9 equals to 36 by 54. Again let us check. 9 into how much? 6. 6 into 6. 6 into 6 is 36. 9 into 6 is 54. Yes, they are. It is an equivalent fraction. Now simplest form. Simplest form of a fraction. If the numerator and denominator have no common factor except 1, then the fraction is said to be in its simplest form or lowest form. For example, you can see here, when I reduce 8 by 16 and the common factor among them is 2, then it becomes 4 by 8. Again I reduce it, it becomes 2 by 4. Again I get 1 by 2. This is the fraction which is in the simplest form. Here you can see the numerator is 1 and denominator is 2, and this fraction, the numerator and the denominator of this fraction has no other common factor except 1. Same is the case with the second one. When I reduce 8 by 24 to 1 by 3, again it is a fraction which is in the simplest form, and you can see it cannot be further reduced. Means there is no common factor between the numerator and the denominator. Then the fraction is said to be in simplest form. Here there are some sums to be done in simplest form. Let us do it. 40 by 100. I try to reduce it. 0, 0 I can cancel. Yes. I just try to cancel. 0, 0 gets cancelled. It is 4 by 10. What is the common factor between 4 and 10? It is 2. So I just try to reduce. It is becoming 2 by 5. Now you can see that 2 by 5 is having no more any other common factor. So well, the simplest form of this fraction will be 2 by 5. Next, 63 by 105. You can see, children, in this sum both are odd numbers. So it will not go by 2. Let's check by 3. Now you can use your divisibility rule here. 6 plus 3, 9. 1 plus 0 plus 5, 6. It means both are multiples of 3. It will go by 3. Now just try to reduce it. It is 21 and this is 3s are. 3 3s are 9, 1 15, 5s are. Now you can see 21 by 35. 21 by 35 is the multiple of 7. The common factor between them is 7. So reduce it. It becomes 3s are 5s are. 7 3s are 21. 7 5s are 35. So 63 by 105, when reduced to the simplest form, it becomes 3 by 5. Comparing fraction. If two fractions have the same numerator, the fraction with the lesser denominator is greater. So you can see one example here. 1 by 2 is greater than 1 by 4. In this fraction you can see, children, that the numerator is same, that is 1. So you can see that the fraction which is having the numerator same, the smaller denominator becomes the greater fraction. So 1 by 2 is greater than 1 by 4. If two fractions have the same denominator, the fraction with the greater numerator is greater. Here you can see an example, 3 by 6, 5 by 6. Here they are having the same denominator, that is 6. So the fraction which is having the greater numerator is greater. To compare unlike fractions, find the LCM of the denominator of given fractions, then convert the given like fractions into equivalent like fractions with LCM as common denominator. Finally, compare the like fractions so obtained. Here what we have to do, children, when we are given a pair of fractions to be compared and they are unlike fractions, first we have to find out the LCM of the denominator. Then we have to change all the unlike fractions into like fractions, and then we can compare them, Fill in the blanks or the boxes with the correct symbol, less than, greater than, equal to. Here there are some fractions which are to be compared. In the first sum you can see, children, it is having the same denominator. So what did I say? When the fractions are having the same denominator, the greater numerator will be greater. So this is greater. Next you can see fractions having the same numerator. In this case, the fraction which is having the lesser denominator will be greater. That is 11 by 13 is greater than 11 by 17. Next you can see it is two fractions to be compared which are unlike. So what we have to do here? Here we will be doing cross multiplication. 7 into 12 and 5 into 16. So 7 into 12 is equal to 84 and 5 into 16 is equal to 80. So which is greater? 7 by 16 is greater. Next again you can see two fractions having different denominator. We have to do the same process. We have to do cross multiplication. That is 2 into 36 and here you will be doing 8 into 9. 2 into 36 is your 72 and here 8 into 9 is equal to 72. So what you can see, both are having the same number. It means it is equivalent fraction. They are equivalent fraction. Again you can see a group of unlike fractions given and you have to just compare them and write it in ascending order. 2 by 3, 3 by 5, 4 by 7. First what we have to do, we have to find the LCM of the denominators. So here the denominators are 3, 5 and 7. They are prime numbers, you can see, children. So what we have to do, LCM will be the product of the numbers, that is 3 into 5 into 7, that is equal to 105. Yes, now we have to just change it into like fractions. 3 into 35, 2 into 35. This is equal to 70 by 105. Yes, next 3 by 5, 5 into 20, 21, 3 into 21. This is equal to 63 by 105. Next now fraction is 4 by 7. 4 by 7 into 15 into 15. So this is 60 by 105. Yes. Now they are all changed into like fractions. You can easily compare it. Ascending means smaller to greater. Which is the smallest number here? Smallest fraction is 60 by 105. It means 4 by 7. It's smaller than. Next is 63 by 105. That is 3 by 5. It's smaller than 2 by 3. Got? Next we will do conversion of fractions. Convert into mixed numeral. Here you can see one improper fraction given. I already told you that one improper fraction can be changed into mixed numeral and a mixed numeral can be changed into improper fraction. Here this improper fraction is to be changed into mixed numeral. So I will be doing 93. Just try to divide it. 93 divided by 14. 14 how much? 14 6 84. Subtract here 9. What is the formula to write it in mixed fraction? Q R by D, where Q is your quotient, R is your remainder and D is your denominator. So what is the quotient here? Quotient is 6. Remainder is 9 and the denominator remains the same. I will do the next sum. 536 divided by 17. 17 3s are 51. 26. Yes, 17 1s are 17. Here 9. So when we write it, the formula is QR by D. What is your Q? 31. What is your R? 9 by the denominator, that is 17. Understood, children? Now we will go to the next. Expressed as an improper fraction. Here you can see two mixed numerals are given and they are to be expressed in as an improper fraction. 16 1 by 9. So here you just remember the process. 9 into 16 plus 1, that is equal to 9 into 16 plus 1 by 9. This is equal to 144 plus 1 by 9. This is equal to 145 by 9. Yes. Now next one we will try. 25 into 4 plus 1. That is 25 into 4 plus 1 by 25. This is 100 plus 1 by 25. This is equal to 101 by 25. Understood, children? Now here you can see addition of fraction. A group of fractions given in as mixed numeral and we have to add it. So first we have to change the mixed fraction into your improper fraction. That is 81 by 8 plus 2 1s are 2 plus 3 by 2 plus 5 4s are 20, 23 by 4 plus 75 by 8. Here you can see, children, the greatest denominator is your 8 and the other two denominators are the factors of 8. In this case we all know that the LCM will be 8. The greatest denominator is 8 and the other two denominators are the factor of 8. So your LCM is 8 here. Just write down 8. Here it is 81 plus 2 into 4, 3 into 4, that is equal to 12 plus 4 into 2, 23 into 2 is equal to 46 plus 75. Add up. After adding, how much do we get? 214 by 8. Now you can change this into simplest form. That is, what is the common factor among them? It is 2. So 107 by 4. Now this is an improper fraction. We have to change it into mixed numeral. If I change it into mixed numeral, it becomes 26, 3 by 4. Next is subtracting from whole numbers. Here you can see a whole number given to you, that is 50, and how to subtract. See, 50 whole number can be made into fractional form, that is 50 by 1, minus 44 into 2, 88 plus 1, 89 by 2. Here the LCM is 2, so 100 minus 89, that is equal to 11 by 2, that is equal to 51 by 2. I change it into mixed numeral. Here you can see one simplify. All the mixed numerals are given, so we have to first change it into improper fraction. 10 into 6 plus 3, 63. 63 by 10 minus 4 2s are 8 plus 3, 11 by 4 minus 5 1s are 5 plus 3, 8 by 5. Yes, we have to find out the LCM of the denominators. 10, 4, 5. Here we can take first by 2, that is 5, 2, 5. Now you can take by 5, 1, 2, 1. LCM is equal to 20. 5 into 2 into 2, that is 20. Now just do it. 20. 10 into 2 is 20, 63 into 2 minus 4 into 5, 11 into 5 minus 5 into 4, 8 into 4. Now 63 into 2, that is equal to 126 minus 55 minus 32 by 20. This is equal to 126 minus, simplify, you remember, the plus sign will be added, the minus sign will be added, and then you have to subtract. Just add up the minus signs, it is 87, 20. Now subtract, we get 39 by 20. You have to change it into mixed fraction, that is 119 by 20. Properties of addition of fraction. First is your order property of addition. If the order of the fraction is changed, the sum does not change. What do you mean by that? That is a plus b is equal to b plus a. Here you can see example, 3 by 7 plus 2 by 7 is equal to 2 by 7 plus 3 by 7. It doesn't change. The sum remains the same, that is 5 by 7. Next is the grouping property of addition. In grouping property of addition, if the grouping of the fraction is changed, the sum does not change. Here you can see that 1 by 9 plus 4 by 9 is equal to 1 by 9 plus 4 by 9 is equal to 5 by 9. Yes, 5 by 9 plus 2 by 9. That is equal to your 7 by 9. Again the same thing we do here, 1 by 9 plus 4 plus 2, 6 by 9. So you can see that the sum does not change. The sum remains the same. If the grouping of the fractions is changed, the sum does not change. Next is your zero property of addition. If 0 is added to any fraction, the sum is unchanged. Here you can see the example, 2 by 5 plus 0 is 2 by 5. Any other fraction you take, add 0 to it, it remains the same. It doesn't change. Here we end with the chapter. Next class, we continue with the same chapter, doing some more sums. Thank you.